Arsenal are in for Bruno Giumares. Now, so far, this is the first marquee signing that Arsenal are actually looking to get over the line. Now, this is my own two cents about Bruno Giumares. Now, I've seen so many Arsenal fans, complaining that Bruno Giumares is past his prime, he's 28, and he's not someone really we need at the moment. Now, in my opinion, I think so far Arsenal have been linked to Tonali, Boadi, Matheus Fernandes. Right. So far, those are the four players that Arsenal have been linked to. I mean, for midfielders. Now, in my opinion, I think Bruno Guimaraes is the best among those four. Right. Now, one can argue that Matheus Fernandes is young. He looks more technical, but I think we have something like that in Master Skelly. And I would not want to bring in a Matheus Fernandes because I think if you are bringing in Matheus Fernandes, one, the amount of money we have to spend, I heard West Ham are looking for around 85 million pounds. And number two, I think it's going to affect Master Skelly's growth. Now, I looked at the way Ateta started using Lewis Kelly towards the end of the season, and I believe Lewis Kelly is likely going to be our starter this season because I look at the way he complements Declan Rice. He is more calm on the ball, especially under pressure. He's press resistant. He can carry the ball like Declan Rice does. I think it gives Declan Rice that security. Right? So I don't think Arsenal are likely going to bring in Matheus Fernandes with the amount of money. Now, with Boadi, I think it's the same thing. Boadi is a player that is likely going to be brought in for the future. I think he's still 18. If it's him, I think he's going to be brought in to have a long-term future with Lewis Kelly. Now, with Boadi, he's not going to want to come and stay on the bench or be a big part player. So I think that for Boadi, that is going to be a problem. Now, with Guimaraes, I think he's prem proven, he's experienced, he has something we don't have in that midfield. I think he has that line breaking passes, he has that ability. He's someone that can play alone and can play with Declan Rice. And at the same time, he can play with Marcus Kelly. Right? So if Arsenal are able to get Guimaraes, and mind you, Guimaraes is not going to be that expensive, right? I'm looking at, I think the first bid Arsenal made for him was 55 million, right? And you look at the season before, it was agreed that Newcastle were going to allow him leave if they did not qualify for the Champions League. Now, that last season they qualified for the Champions League, but this season they did not, right? So I think Arsenal will be able to get Bruno Guimaraes on a cheap, and Bruno Guimaraes is someone that will not mind, being on the bench for some games, right? And he's someone that after a few years, we don't need to keep him for like 6, 7, 8 years. And what I mean is, he's not going to, limit the amount of game Lewis Kelly is going to play in the midfield, right? So I think bringing in Bruno Guimaraes would be a better option for us now. Because next season we are looking at competing for the league, probably retaining the title, and we are looking at going far in the Champions League too. So I think we need more experience. And Bruno Guimaraes fits or ticks all the boxes for what we are looking for in the midfielder right now.